All right, let's jump right in. I want to ask you something kind of wild. What if I told you that you're not just, a person sitting on a rock floating through space? What if you are literally the universe, sitting here, thinking, asking questions about itself? I know it sounds a little out there, right? But here's the thing. Your body, your bones, even the blood in your veins, all of that stuff was created in the fiery core of an exploding star billions of years ago. And yet, here we are, stressed about emails and deadlines and what other people think of us. Isn't that just bizarre? How can something so huge, so cosmic, feel so incredibly small? The amazing astronomer Carl Sagan gave us this incredible line. And what you have to understand is he wasn't just being poetic here. This isn't a metaphor. He meant it literally. It's a scientific fact about every single one of us. So let's really get into the science of it, because once you grasp this, really grasp it, it has the power to change how you see, well, everything. So get this, every single essential element that makes you, you. I'm talking about the carbon that builds your DNA, the oxygen you're breathing right now, the nitrogen in your muscles. All of it was cooked up under insane pressure deep inside a star that was dying. That star went supernova. It exploded. And billions of years later, you happened. Think about that. You are a direct descendant of a cosmic explosion. And here's where it gets really mind-bending. If we're made from the building blocks of the universe, then our consciousness, our ability to look up at the stars and wonder, is actually the universe becoming aware of itself. Through your eyes, the cosmos is literally looking back at itself. Just let that one soak in for a second. Okay, so here's the big question, right? If we are walking, talking Stardust, if we're that connected to everything, then why do we so often feel completely lost and cut off from it all? Do any of these look familiar? I'm guessing they do. This is the great paradox of being human right now. We have this absolutely magnificent cosmic identity, but our day-to-day reality is often hijacked by these small, nagging human anxieties. And there's a really good reason for this gap. You could say we've built ourselves a kind of digital cave. See, the universe out there is begging us to be curious, to ask big questions, to feel a sense of awe. But the cave, our world of social media feeds, clickbait, and instant gratification, it offers something much easier: comfort, certainty, and that cheap dopamine hit you get from endlessly scrolling. We've traded real questioning for just reacting. Sagan saw this coming from a mile away, decades ago. And this is the danger he was warning us about. Our entire world runs on science and technology, but most of us have become totally disconnected from the actual process of discovery, the curiosity and the skepticism that made it all happen in the first place. And here's the kicker. It's baked right into our biology. Our brains are hardwired to conserve energy. Certainty feels good, it feels safe, it's easy. But finding the truth? Oh, that takes real work. It takes effort. It means being uncomfortable and admitting you might be wrong. And that preference for easy answers makes us super vulnerable to believing almost anything without a second thought. Okay, so to snap out of that trance, to step out of that cave, we need a really dramatic shift in how we see things. And honestly, there is no better perspective shift than a famous photograph that Carl Sagan himself campaigned for NASA to take, an image that would totally change how we see our place in the universe. So back in 1990, the Voyager 1 spacecraft was way out there, about to leave our solar system for good. Sagan convinced them to turn its camera around and snap one last photo of home. From 6 billion kilometers away, what do you think it saw? This. It saw this. A single, lonely pixel of light, just hanging in a sunbeam. A pale blue dot. That's us. That's everything. Really think about what that means. Every person you've ever loved, every argument you've ever had, every hero and coward, every single triumph and tragedy in human history, it all happened right there, on a speck of dust suspended in the great cosmic dark. And like Sagan so perfectly said, that's home, that's us. Seeing this doesn't magically make our problems vanish, but boy, does it put them in perspective.
It is the ultimate humility check.
All right, so feeling small and humbled and full of awe is one thing. But how do we actually use this cosmic perspective in our everyday lives, to genuinely suffer less and feel more connected? Let's build a little practical toolkit.
Here are 3 simple steps. They sound easy, but they are incredibly powerful. First, question everything. But, and this is key, do it with humility. Just get in the habit of asking, wait, how do I actually know this is true? What's the real evidence? Second, actively practice the cosmic perspective. Just once a day for like 30 seconds, remind yourself where you are. And third, watch your thoughts. Don't become your thoughts. See them for what they are, just little clouds of energy passing through your awareness. It's the whole foundation of mindfulness.
And this is so important because the root of so much of our suffering is a simple case of mistaken identity. We think we are our jobs. We think we are our social media profiles, or our anxieties, or our past mistakes. But those are just things we're experiencing. They're temporary. Your true self is the awareness that is watching all of that stuff happen. And this just brings it all home, doesn't it? It perfectly captures the absurdity. It's hilarious because it's so true. We have this ridiculous, wonderful contrast between our epic cosmic origins and the tiny things that we let ruin our day. Sometimes you just have to laugh at it. So as we start to wrap this up, let's come back to Sagan's amazing sense of hope and wonder. He truly believed that the universe is just packed with mysteries, and they're all just waiting for a curious mind to come along and discover them. But I want to leave you with one last kind of provocative thought. What if the most incredible thing out there that's waiting to be known isn't in some distant galaxy? What if it's right here, inside of you? The incredible mystery of your own awareness. Because really, when you strip it all away, that's what you are. You're not small. You're not separate. You are a piece of the cosmos that has, against all possible odds, woken up. And the real adventure is just beginning to figure out what to do with that amazing gift.